It really comes down to, and I'll go over this in a bit. It really does come down to the the understanding of our quad rotation. So here's our here's something that I look at every day. And if we're trading the futures, and this again, this applies to stocks and futures, and of course anything that you do with stocks, you could do with options and ETFs and stuff. So it's pretty much you could use this style of trading for everything. And we're scalpers during the day. I call myself an income trader. I want to try to. My business plan is to identify pivots in the market, and those pivots are our trade zones, and we're going to get a move from here to say here, and we're going to try to make money in this zone. And then we're going to have another zone, we're going to make this money. We're going to have another zone, we're going to make that money. And throughout the day, we have these opportunities. So I give you those opportunities. I know what to look for based off of our stochastic bands, our four stochastic bands, and how they all work good together. And that's basically what I teach every day. So to learn more about that, you would just continue to watch the show, and you would probably learn. And a lot of people already watching this video already know how half of this stuff works out. But the key is being in front of this. We know that the basics of trading and trend trading and channel trading. There's repeating patterns. You could kind of gauge range bound trades. If you're on the right side, especially if your 60-10 is starting to head back up and you have the bigger trend. These are very easy to wait for. But the problem is not everybody has the time to wait for this. I'm going to say, hey, 11:15 is a quad rotation. It's a good trade right here. It's also a 1-2 channel over here. So this is a perfect trade zone, and I'll mark it off. But what if you're not there? What if you're not in front of your computer or listening to the show? You're not going to know it's here. So the service I love, and this is one of my top things, and again, everyone at Day Trading Radio gets it. But if you don't have it, you're not part of Day Trading Radio, this is your way of actually getting it. And it's really, really affordable. It's just like, because you know why? I don't even know why. You know what? It's something that doesn't take much from me. It makes me a better trader too. A lot of people are on this. I have a nice little system set up using the Voxer networks, like a walkie-talkie thing. So when we have a setup and I have a signal, be it a quad divergence, what we just talked about, or quad coil, or quad VWAP, or a 2020 flag, I'll get on my walkie-talkie and it'll go out to all your phones and it'll come across. It'll come across that.